So hello, my name is Diana, and I'm co-founder of PlayCube startup. PlayCube is a voice-first AI toy for kids. Children just say what they want, and after play games that they developed and created themselves. Today, AI can go in two directions. In one way, AI think instead of kids, and in this case, they only consume. But other side, AI can become like a kind of exoskeleton. And in this case, our kids, AI helps our children how to think. And we build this second kind of future. So we are entering the AI age, and we believe that children should use AI to create and not just consume. They will test their ideas and learn by doing. So how do we solve this challenge, this problem? PlayCube is a standalone device for kids 6 to 10 years. And the real problem is not the screens. The real problem is passive use. With PlayCube, children turns idea into interactive system. There is no code, no phone, and no extra device. Everything works just by voice. The experience is very simple. Child speaks an idea, AI builds it instantly, and the child plays and changes it. The child plays immediately and then makes changes by voice and tries again and again. And this loop builds real thinking skills. For example, a child starts with a simple game, then add obstacles, then add any changes and or behavior. And it can be another system like build for me a spaceship computer with the rules and control. For example, it can be even a dice for board games. The key point is that, the key point here is kids are not playing a finished game. There is no any pre-installed games. And they are building their own system. Through play, children learn how to make tasks, how to check results, and improve step by step. And these are skills for our future AI era. Today, we are on TRL 6. We have a working prototype. We were on 3 exhibitions and run more than 100 live demos. And we also developed on AI readiness educational framework for schools, because even teachers don't know how to teach our kids how to work with AI. So we are preparing the first pilot batch of around 100 units to check with the kids how it works and how it works at scale. Our team combines AI, educational and hardware, and I'm also founder of Gallo Group manufacturer. We're producing educational wooden toys over 5 years operating, and more than 600,000 annual revenue. So it means that this gives us manufacturing and certification experience and reduce hardware risks. Many toys adds AI just like sensors or any just for talk. But FlyCube is different. Children generate interactive system by voice. By the way, only recently, even large companies started exploring smart and AI-enabled play. For us, it's a clear signal that now is the right moment. The global STEM, no, I would say that first we are planning to apply a pilot program and we'll start with first with schools and after through retails directly to families and kids. So the global STEM and educational toy market is about 5 billion euros. And we will sell the device and subscription for advanced AI features and content. We already raised 50,000 euros from Gallo Group for early developing, and now we are raising 500,000 euros, and these funds will be on first prototype, on certification, and on device AI and subscription MVP. FlyCube is not just a toy, it helps children not just to play games, but create them. So our kids will become creators. Thank you very much, and I'll be happy to answer your questions or any comments.
Can you show like a demo of it?
No, unfortunately, I can't find the Wi-Fi now, but...
Okay. All right, questions from the audience. The first question of 2026, who's going to do it?
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm first in 2026.
What's the age of the children we're talking about? Who's going to do it?
You know, mostly is children who can speak, but we're expecting that it will be 6 till 12, even 13 years old. Because not, for example, my son, 7 years old, he's speaking very clear and he plays very involving in this. But if your speech is not very clear, it will be hard.
So how a 6-year-old kid knows
how to
the
play?
Game is and that it needs to be present?
Yes. We will have first onboarding process on like first games, for example. He can say, make me some game. It can be like a snake game. And after it gives you advices. You can make changes. Put me, I don't know, brown obstacles or something like this. Or make me do it autonomic.
So there will be a tutorial first and then...
At first, yes, yes. But there is no, it's an endless process. Yeah. It can be, I tried to connect to Wi-Fi just to look that it can be dice or, I don't know, watch clocks or oscillograph or whatever you want to see.
We can look at the networking part. The
yeah,
demo.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, this device will keep the kids indoors anyways. To my understanding, it's not an issue so much to get them away from screens, but get them outdoors to play with other kids. That's nowadays kind of challenge. Do I understand it correctly that this is going to keep anyways the kids indoors? This device.
If I understood correctly, here is two things separately. One thing that our kids sitting on screens and don't play to each other. But it can be also a device to combine games. It's not only for one kid. And also we are going to classrooms and it will be, I don't know, 20 kids and they will play together. And
it will be on the network, on the internet, like Minecraft.
Yes, yes. As I said, that we will make a platform and it will be a web version as well. So it's another bench.
Screen, right?
Sorry?
It's like Minecraft on the radio. It's not Minecraft on the screen. That
no, it's not the same.
Yeah, there's no screen.
No screen where? Sorry.
No, there's no computer, no television set. It's just
right.
Sort of Minecraft on the radio.
Yes, but here is a simple screen also, yeah.
I have one tough question. So you're raising 500K with
Yeah.
valuation of 1 million?
Evaluation
No.
2.5.
The 1 million valuation was previously the
Yeah.
50,000.
Oh,
Yes,
so
it was before. Maybe you can.
at that raise, it was valuation.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Because we have a long path, we have a patent pending, and so on.
But what is
Current indicative valuation and raising 500K.
Yes, now we evaluated like 2.5 million.
And what's the price?
yeah.
We're expecting that it will be 250 till 300.
But I have another
That's
question.
retail price, wholesale price, that's not the show price.
Retail, yeah.
Just a quick question. If a child can say anything to the box and it creates something, how do you manage the safety of the output? Like,
Yes, of course.
Just so there's nothing, let's
Yeah,
say.
it's a very important question, yes. It will be two frames. First, all AI platforms controlling this part. As you know, you can write anything in ChatGPT and it doesn't answer you if it's something not safety. Other side, we have our own
Filter?
Yes, yes, and we teach it just in a safe way for kids.
Okay.
And also, GDPR all for kids will be yes as well.
Two questions. Maybe Emil can set up the Wi-Fi. And
Yeah.
the second thing is, what language? What language?
Any language like yes, like for example ChatGPT. We tested in Dubai in GITEX Expo and Arabic or any language in Web Summit. So we test and try just for fun. Of course, it answer yeah.
Is it a finished product? And are
No. It's just a prototype. Of course, it works not so smoothly and so fast. Sometimes we just prototyping. Yeah.
A question here.
If I'm not mistaken, we met before about this. And,
Sorry?
I think that we met before about this. And
Where?
In Daugavpils, no?
In Daugavpils, yes, of
Yes.
course, we are manufacturing. Yeah.
So the first idea of this cube was like a helper for some children with mental diseases.
Autistic, yeah.
Yeah, why did you change your?
We don't change it. It looks like it's not just simple words that we can say that we will help autistic kids. It's a very closed, I don't know how to say, a sphere, and we have to have improvement in it. So we are working with teachers, with psychologists, and we need a long way of improvement of our hypothesis. So that's why I'm not speaking about it. It's very, how to say, sensitive, right? Thank you.
Because in my opinion, this helper for example, for children with autism is more suitable, like just a toy for everyone. So just in my opinion.
Yes, autistic. It's my passion, and I will go this path. But it's not only neurodiverse kids. It's all our kids who are living here, and we have to know how to move and how to help them and ourselves as well. So we have three main skills: how to make a task, how to control it and get this feedback, and how to move forward and make more changes. That's why we are creating this cube. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I have to ask that. I see that there's many
I'm
questions.
happy that so many questions.
Let's keep the questions with the demo in the networking part and a round of applause as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, next up, we have a founder from Lithuania, Danius. Please join me on stage, who's going to be presenting a sports tech solution, if I understand correctly.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Danius. I'm the founder and CEO of Futi Labs, where we're building an AI-driven matchmaking platform for football clubs, agents, and players. Since I was a kid, I was always very much into two things. football and mathematics. I played football for most of my life. Then I went on to study maths. And I worked in data science since, including for Legia Warsaw, which is the most titled club in Polish history. And that's where I found out about football's biggest problem, which is that over 50% of player transfers between clubs fail. And that means that every single year in Europe alone, clubs spend billions of euros on players that underperform or don't fit to the team. Here is here's a few examples of some very costly mistakes made by clubs. We have Eden Hazard, who was bought by Real Madrid in 2019 for 115 million euros, and he only managed to score 7 goals in 4 years. Lukaku, who was bought by Chelsea for 113 million euros, only played for 1 year and then was sent back to Milan. Grealish, bought by Manchester City for 117 million euros, only managed to score 12 goals in 4 years. And Jadon Sancho, bought from Manchester United for 85 million euros, also only managed to score 12 goals in 4 years. And the root cause is that even now in top clubs, recruitment decisions are still based mostly on gut feeling, not on AI and data-driven insights. And so that's exactly why we build Footy Labs. On our platform, clubs can identify weaknesses in their squads. They can get AI recommended suggestions about new players to sign with predictions about their return on investment. Agents can see which clubs are recruiting and they can pitch their players straight away. And players, they can showcase their verified performance data and they can connect on the platform directly with agents and clubs. In terms of traction, over the last 2 months, we have onboarded over 30 agencies from France, the UK, Germany, Finland, Lithuania. That represents over 100 million euros in total player market value. We also have a bit over 10 clubs across Europe that are testing our platform and providing us with continuous feedback. 2 months ago, we also signed a deal with White Sports Ventures, which is a big sports tech fund in the US. And we're running a proof of concept with FC Curitiba in Brazil. So football is a huge industry. It stands at 74 billion euros as of 2024. We focus on the 10 billion that cover player recruitment, agent fees, and football analytics. And we've calculated that assuming 2,000 clubs on our platform, 6,000 agents and 40,000 players, we can get to 125 million annual recurring revenue within 5 years. We're running a subscription-based business model where basically the size of the client determines the base price and then the user chooses their feature level. So that means that for players, it starts for free, but they can pay up to 2,000 euros per year. Agents, it starts at 1,000 euros per year and they can pay up to 20,000. And clubs, it starts at 2,000 per year and they can pay up to 50,000. So here's our team. I'm the founder and CEO. I did mathematics and statistics at the University of Oxford. That's also where I met Najib, who is our head of AI. Then we have Evelina, who is leading marketing, Joris, and a few other software developers. And then Gertruda, who is responsible for legal matters. And so we're raising 500K at a valuation of 1.9 million euros. We've already secured half of that amount from FPro, Plug and Play, Orion Ventures, and a few business angels. We're looking to close the remaining 250K by the end of February. So if football is close to your heart, or if you think this could fit your investment portfolio, please come talk to me after, or you can scan this QR code and connect with me on LinkedIn. Thank you.
All right, football enthusiasts. Yes.
How is the competition? Are there any competitors in this field?
Yeah, we have one main competitor, Transfer Room. They were created in 2016, and they're doing pretty well, but it's very, very basic. It's kind of like an ad platform where clubs can post their needs, and then agents can submit their players. I mean, we've talked with hundreds of agents and clubs over the last few months. We know exactly their pricing. I even pretended to be an agent to get a free trial on their platform. I know exactly everything about it. The pricing there starts from 12K a year, which is extremely expensive for something that is very basic. So, this is something, I mean, our, let's say, goal for like 2026 is to get to their level, but be way cheaper. But our long-term goal is to be more like data-driven and really be involved into the like suggestions. Like Transfer Room is just a platform where you list your needs. Like, I'm looking for like a left winger or whatever. Here's my budget. What we want to do is to help the clubs determine which player is the best, and then match them directly on the platform with the agent or the player. Yeah.
Yes, I have more of a comment than a question. Have you seen a movie Moneyball?
Yeah.
It is exactly. It was made in 2011.
Yeah.
So about 15 years ago, and it's based on true events.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the football, but I know about hockey. That the guys calculate not only like whom do they need, but they also calculate how good they score from which side of the field, and how they perform on the field. It's much more detailed.
Yeah.
At least it was for Dinamo Riga when I was working with them together. So I think this is about 15 years too late.
Not at all. I mean, there's a few things. First of all, baseball and hockey are way simpler to model from an AI perspective. Football is extremely complex. You have 22 players on the pitch, plus usually 5 players that come into play, so that's around 30 players per game. A good football player during a game, he only has the ball around 1 minute out of 90 minutes, which means that you almost have no data. The vast majority of the time that the player spends on the pitch, it is without the data. It is without the ball, which means that it is extremely hard to quantify. Like football, from AI is very, very difficult to quantify. Like attackers, it's quite easy. How many assists have you provided? How many goals have you provided? But what do you do with like a goalkeeper, a defender, a midfielder, and so on? The fact that I'm presenting here means that it hasn't been done. I mean, if you don't trust me, you can just look it up. You'll see, we have competitors, but it hasn't been done. So it's way simpler to do with baseball.
Albert, you had a question?
Yeah. I have a question. You mentioned about some US white something majors. They invest in what amount? So could you tell more about it?
So so the deal with them is that we're gonna create a similar platform, but for youth soccer. Well, in the US, they have an option to invest. So that's why I didn't put them like in the 250K. We have like in the deal, they have an option to buy shares, at a certain price. But they're more like, it's a partnership deal basically.
You mentioned a Brazilian club.
Yeah.
What are you doing with them? Are they providing data to you?
Yeah, they were providing data. We're solving their problems. We're trying to basically be global and get exposed to as many different environments and needs as possible. We are we're helping the team kind of, now the season in Brazil ended, just like in Latvia. So they're, reconstructing the team and so on. So that's what we're helping them with.
So this is your data collection model. You will be...
No, I mean, the data comes from, providers, but also like clubs can submit it. We're doing a lot of web scraping to collect it from a lot of different data sources. It's more about, getting like real use cases to solve, get feedback on our models, and so on.
A question also, I mean, you have 3 target audiences and you're trying to combine them in one. Which is going to be the one, like the wedge that actually kind of gives you the push to actually be on the scale? Because I mean, 30 agencies or 30 clubs, it's probably nothing if you're trying to facilitate collaboration in one place. You have to be in thousands, right?
Yeah, we're focusing mostly on agents at the moment, but also, with clubs as well. But I mean, we have a team of like 10 people. We have, I'm talking mostly to agents. We have someone else who's talking mostly to players. But basically, agents are the link between the clubs and the players. So if you talk to an agent, you know, there's like agent associations, it's easier, they can give you contacts in clubs and so on. So our go-to-market strategy has mostly focused on agents so far.
All right. Yes.
How far money-wise from completion this tool is? How there is in, let's say, how much is it?
500K.
Okay,
Yeah.
how much will you need eventually?
I mean, probably no one knows this, but
I mean for the product development, not for marketing.
yeah, I think, I mean, we already have our MVP released for clubs, for agents, and for players. It is, I mean, I think basically the goal is kind of like to really work a lot on product development over the next 6 months, and then work more on like, you know, sales and scaling and so on. I think I mean, already now, you know, the product is used by agents. We think that within like probably 6 months, it can be, you know, really at the level where we're really starting to provide a lot of value, you know, monetize and so on.
Actually,
Yeah.
So we develop this within this budget, and that's it, that's enough. Yeah.
No, I mean, our goal, I didn't put the roadmap in this presentation. We're planning to do a seed round in like around a year and a half. You know, I mean, yeah, if we want to, especially in an area like this, you know, with AI models and so on, like as you get more data, you always need to update the models, and you know, there's more and more data that is coming, you know, into football. Yeah, data providers compete between themselves to provide data. So, you know, anyway, the point is, you will always be improving the platform based on user feedback and so on. But let's say like to do the majority, like 80% of the job, I think within like 6 months.
actually, a question about the agents. I think in the presentation you yourself said that 50 plus or something % of players don't even have agents. Mm-hmm. So why do you start with agents who probably still control a small portion of the available market?
Yeah, well, that's because they are usually the ones with the good players.
Yeah,
so
okay.
yeah, and I mean the good players usually have more data with them, so it's kind of easier to do the predictions, and they obviously have more money. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one last question.
Well, the problem is, as I understood, the transfer might be too expensive, this transfer prices. But if your clientele on the agents, they're more or less like negotiating on the value of the player. This kind of challenge comes from the clubs. Clubs, that's the local one, Real, they're $10. So in a way, this is more, my understanding, this is more what is used by the club managers. Don't you think so?
I mean, it really depends. Yeah, it really depends on the size of the club, you know, and so on. Like a club like, FC Barcelona, they have their in-house, you know, data scientists. So probably in the next like year or two, they're not our target audience. I'm talking mostly about literally like the remaining 99.5% of clubs who cannot afford to have like a good analytics team in-house, and that would require something like this, you know, for a fraction of building your own like data science team. And I mean, yeah, we can talk about it later, but like there's many kind of use cases. Yeah.
All right, round of applause. Thank you. Thanks. All right, next up, we have Georg, representing FreePick AI.
Hi everyone, my name is Georg and I'm here to tell you about FreePick. There is something I constantly hear every day, is like this new generation is so different. And usually it's in a negative way. They grew up with technology, they're so attached to the technology, and this technology has changed their behavior. One of the things that changed in their behavior is how they travel. One thing that we as tour guides notice in the market is that young people no longer join traditional guided tours anymore. They prefer to go on their own, go on the self-guided experiences, explore on their phones, and instead keep the costs down instead of hiring a guide and doing a guided tour in the city where they're visiting. And because of this, the tour agencies and guides lose the market and lose the money that they could make from the young generation. What do? We digitalize the guided experience. We allow any guide to create a digital version of their tour through smart glasses. So when a traveler travels to a new city, all they have to do is grab a new glass from us, rent it out, or have their own glasses, download the tour on them, and through the glasses, the guide does a tour like they would do normally. We have validated the idea by talking to over 200 guides and travelers. We've done this in Armenia, where I'm originally from, in Georgia, here in Baltics, in Riga, in Vilnius, and in Tallinn. From those all talking, we have really come sure that this is where the market is going. I want to say there are over 50 guides in the Baltics that said they are ready to give us their face, their years of experience, all this information for us to digitalize and offer through the glasses. And so far we have done over 20 successful pilot tests in Riga, in the old town. We have a pilot tour where you can put on the glasses and walk around. I do have a very short demo, which I can show you today during the networking time, whenever you would like. How does the business model work? We make money from rental of the glasses plus a commission fee from the guides. Assuming a normal walking tour would cost 15 euros, 5 euros from the 15 will be ours and 10 euro will go to the guide. From the 5 euro, 3 will be the renting fee and 2 the commission. The travel market is very big, one of the biggest markets, and if we look around the data, last year alone, 1.5 billion travelers went to different places, and on average, city data says that 40%, 50% of the travelers at least pick one walking tour in the city that they visit. In terms of the competition, we started in a direction that we should be building the guided tours and go against the guides. But throughout the experience, we changed completely. And right now, tours are offered by guides and tour operators. If someone wants a guided tour, it's very, very expensive if they go with privately. But if they pick with us, the costs will be dramatically down. So instead of becoming competitors, we want to include them and make them our customers. If we look at the tech solutions in the market, there are many audio guiding experiences. For instance, VoiceMap is one of the biggest competitors in the market. What they do is location-based audio guiding. But we all know audio guides suck. When you put them on, you want to hear, yeah, a little bit, but you can't do it for a long period of time. But when you have glasses, you can talk to the guide, you can watch videos, you can see pictures, time travel, AR, XR, so really entertaining. And in terms of AI and other tools which are quite personalized, there are very few in the market, and no one is targeting the smart glasses market at the moment. It's 2 of us in the team. I have background in tour guiding. I've guided thousands of travelers for over 6 years. I have also helped my family business scale, so I have business background. And my co-founder, Haik, comes from tech background, and he has been working for one of the largest tech companies in Armenia for over 5 years. What we're doing, we're raising 250,000, which will give us 1.5 year of runway. The amount will also be used to get the initial inventory of glasses, to rent them out to the people, acquire an IP, and get first 100 paying customers. This is all I think, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
All right, thank you. All right, questions, yes.
I'm not, actually, it's not clear how are you gonna not make these tour guides, the people, like relevant, if those glasses work, how can they still be in the business of passing out the glasses or what?
Yeah, so the thing is that the licensed guide creates the tour. So they give all the data, their experience, storytelling, customization, recommendation. They own the tour. And so when technology comes in and sells everything, they are the ones who own their content, and they still are part of the market.
So it's a platform for tour guides to create tours for glasses.
Perfect. Marketplace where anyone can create a digital tour and sell.
But does it involve some specific skills that a tour guide should have in order to be able to digitize the tour?
Yeah, so no, basically they don't need. The logic behind this is that they submit a very short video where they talk. We use this video to create a digital copy of them. We clone their voice, their face, hands, gestures, and everything. And then we take the content of the tour. They usually have handwritten or like a typed version of what they tell, and frequently ask questions. So the way they would communicate with ChatGPT is the same way. They would tell the guide what to tell and train, and then the guide would do the tour exactly the way they want it to be
So
done.
styles of tours.
Yeah, so anybody's tour will be different based on whatever they teach. They won't require any special skills. Yes?
I'm afraid that soft part will be taken by LatBAN. We'll just learn the YouTube with Google Maps and we'll get the effect. Whereas the hard will be taken by Xiaomi and its Chinese bikes. And you will just, you will do a good advertising job for these two counterparties, don't you think so?
In terms of advertising, where I do see this going is recommendations. One of the biggest things is like you're new to the city, you have no idea where to go, and people prefer guides because they're locals, they know where to suggest. Of course, we can guide them because there's a map, we can tell them, you know, nearby there's this place, and we can.
Let's talk about the competition actually you're going to face. Once the big guys will understand that this works,
yeah.
Chinese will make the spectacles, whereas Google will just blend what they have, like Google Maps with YouTube content, and that's it basically. Any content providers. Or there's something more. Gemini part of the third part of the triangle, and game over for guys like you. Don't you think so?
I'm afraid that that won't work because people will prefer humans and human-led tours. And the guides are.
Human touch will be the guide who's going to distribute the same spectacles, and that's it. So otherwise, it's going to become, let's say, based.
But the guide isn't going with the person, right? It's only.
No, the guide does everything from home and is sitting at home when someone is doing a tour.
Yeah.
And so those guides will still be out of business because there will be so many people who want a piece of it if it works. Anyone will become guide, like take the face.
No, this won't work because you need a license to become a guide. I cannot just go and become a guide of a city.
So, maybe I didn't listen carefully, but for example, I wear the glasses.
Yeah.
And then how do I actually make the glasses do what I want to do? So I tell the glasses?
Yes, through the glasses you see the guide in front of you, like 3 meters in front of you, and you ask it, you know, what's this building? And it tells you, like, you start communicating with it. Like normally when you're here, the guide is there, you're talking, similar through the glass.
Can I put your glasses on my glasses?
Yes.
What I will do? If I already know.
Yes, if you do have the glasses, it's possible to put 2 glasses. We have a glass with us today, which works in a like 2 glass way because it does not have a prescription lens for everyone, every single use case. So you just put 2 glasses and it still is fine.
But does it mean that you're also producing the glasses yourself?
No, no hardware. No, just the software.
Okay. We have time for one question more.
You said you can test it out already, right?
Yes, we have a short demo.
Okay, we'll have a lot of demos in the networking.
Sure, happy to do it.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, and last but not least, Kaspar joining us from Tartu, Estonia, representing Visby. Round of applause as well, thank you.
Hello everybody. I'm Kaspar, founder and CEO of Visby. Visby is a managed marketplace where beverage producers come to order their labels for their beverages. I have been in the label industry for more than 5 years now. The last 4.5 years I've been building Visby. And last year we did 1.8 million euros in annual sales. Of that we got 65,000 euros of net profits. We currently have a team of 5 people. We have more than 170 customers all across Europe, and we have been backed by Icebreaker VC, Torgate Ventures, and a couple local angels as well. Yes, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All good. So, if you're a beverage producer in Scandinavia or Western Europe, it's extremely difficult for you to get your labels at a fair price. Because first of all, there is more than 100,000 print shops all across Europe, of whom you need to find the 1 or 2 that are the best fit for your needs. Second reason is that your only way to understand their pricing, delivery times, and quality is if you contact each one of them separately. And the third reason is that what we've seen is that the best supplier for material A won't be the best for material B, and usually they are like 1.5 or 2 times more expensive. So that means that the whole procurement of labels for you as a beverage producer will take at least 3 to 4 weeks to complete. Okay. And since it's so difficult, beverage producers and breweries have today just given up. And that means that they end up paying for labels 30% more than they should be paying. They get delivery times of 2 weeks to 3 weeks instead of getting the labels in 1 or 1.5 weeks. They consistently get labels that have some faults in them, some defects, or the labels get late, or the fourth thing, they just get lousy customer service. And so with Wispy, we have fixed this by mapping out the best suppliers in the Baltics and Poland. We are able to offer our customers 30% better prices than they have right now. We can offer them 1 or 1.5 week delivery times instead of waiting 2 to 3 weeks for the labels. We have ultra responsive customer service. We reply to you within 30 minutes instead of 24 hours. And we have really good and consistent quality labels. And our offering clearly has been working. In the past 4 years, we have grown from doing 300,000 euros a year in sales to last year doing 1.8 million euros in annual sales. Of that 1.8 million, we got 380,000 euros of gross profit and 65,000 euros of net profit. And our net revenue retention is 110%. And the plan is to sell the business in the next few years to a private equity-backed label print house. So basically, we built the business to doing 6 million euros in annual sales and then sell it for more than 10 million euros. And our reasoning is that in the past 3 years, there have been more than 55 acquisitions of label printing companies across Europe and the US. And our second reasoning is that since we're selling to a label print house, they can take our volume and plug it into their own production, meaning that they can generate 30% EBITDA margin from that volume. So, and the second thing about it is that usually companies, label printing companies, that have achieved more revenue than 6 million euros get acquired for 4 to 8 times EBITDA multiple. So then if we take that 6 million euros in annual sales, times that by 30% EBITDA margin, times that by 6 times EBITDA multiple, we get 10.8 million euros exit price. And the third reasoning is that if we didn't change anything in our current plan, we would reach that 6 million euro goal by 2030. But since we're raising money, we can afford more risk. And we're projecting we can achieve that goal by 2028. So we are raising 250,000 euros at 3.5 million euro pre-money valuation. It will be an equity round. And you might ask, you're profitable, why raise money? So we have 2 objectives. First one being, we just want to increase our current cash buffer, so we feel more confident taking on new risk. And second reason is that we have convertible loan agreements that we raised back in 2022, at the end of 2022, that require us to raise additional funding. Out of this 250,000 euros, we plan to actually deploy only 50,000, since majority of the expansion will be covered by free cash flow. Thank you. I am Kaspar from Wispy.
Questions? Yes, Albert.
Yeah, I have 2 questions. First one, why is so low goal? You're saying 6 million, not 50, yeah? And the second question, why just labeling? Don't you want to add also the packaging? Yeah, because we produce battery packs. We don't need labels, but we need package. And there is some problem inside this market also, I know. So we purchase our package from the Belgium company, yeah, so there is some tricks about the certification and so on. So there is no good player in packaging carton packaging right now, or within that?
You mean the regular carton, the thin one, or the corrugated?
Regular, because it's lithium battery packs. They need to be there compatible and blah blah blah. So some, not some regular, but I think there is a lot of possibility in packaging also, the same as on the label.
Okay, so the first thing, why €6 million goal? Actually, there's two things. First of all, 6 million seems like a believable goal. I mean, we're already doing basically 2 million in annual sales. Tripling that in the next 5 years or 3 years should be pretty believable to everybody. That's basically the underlying reason. But when we reach that €6 million goal, there's actually a place where we will be reassessing. Should we sell the company, or should we go on to raising money and maybe pushing on? But about the corrugated carton, or just carton, we actually have been testing this, expanding into this product category as well, selling corrugated carton boxes to beverage customers, since we have 90% of our customers are beverage producers. We're slowly getting into this. We're testing it and seeing it. There's a little different market dynamic there. There's like really big players like Smurfit Kappa and so forth that are like billions worth that dominate the market. Yeah, thank you for the question. We should chat afterwards. I want to know. I want to understand you. Yes.
So what is exactly the sort of revenue model? So you charge some percentage from sales, or how do you, what is this revenue?
Yeah, so basically customers buy everything from us. They think of us as a producer. They don't know who is the one producing it afterwards. So that 1.8 million is the one that customer paid us. Of that, we take the 20%, 21% margin.
You mentioned like the 170 customers. Is it like percentage-wise? Is there like 1 or 2 or 3 companies that is putting like the majority of your revenue, generating the one?
That would be a good trick. No. No, it's there is the 80-20 rule. I just looked into it a couple of weeks ago. It's like 30% of the customers, top 30%, bring in like 60% of the revenue. That's some split like that. All and right. We're focusing on getting more of these big customers.
All right. More questions? We have time for, yes.
Question, yeah, so the target client is like a small brewery, or like also a big one, or like what is it?
Yeah, it's our customers today are small to medium-sized breweries. Like our biggest customer is Øl, who is Denmark's biggest craft brewery. They order like 200,000 euros worth of labels from us last year, and that's the size pretty much. That is the biggest one. Going further from there, like Ale Kokk or Olvi Group, this is too big. Like they have their own sourcing teams.
Okay.
If you have almost 2 million in income, maybe you can have a loan from the bank. So when do you need the venture capital?
Yeah, we need the money because we need to convert the convertible loan agreements that we raised in 2022. These ones require us. Sorry?
It's cash out. It's cash out.
What do you mean by?
Paying back the loans. It's cash out.
Yeah, there's also option to pay it back, but it would, at this stage, paying back 370,000 euros to investors, it's like kills the momentum.
Okay, so I'm misunderstood.
Yeah. But did I answer your question?
All right. Yes.
Are you thinking of other verticals like coffee roasters or something like that?
You mean as a customer? customer segments. Yeah.
We're concentrating on craft beers.
Yeah. Currently, it's like 80% of our customers, or 90, are breweries alone. We started with that customer segment. Then we started to slowly move last year into beverage more widely, so kombucha, lemonade, vodka, whiskey, so forth. And now from this year, we're starting to focus also on food. It's mainly for the reason that in Sweden, in the beverage world, we know basically everybody from there, but out of Swedish breweries, like 30% either have been our customer or are currently our customer. So we have already taken pretty big chunk from that, so we need to expand in that market. Other markets, there's a lot of breweries to take still. Yes.
Okay, one last question.
How about geographically constrained? I guess the main selling point is that you source out the label from sort of cheaper countries like the Baltics and onto like non-Nordics, right? Scandinavia. So it means that as of today, you're more or less geographically limited. So what are your plans of expansion, geographically wise, or product wise? We already discussed, but let's touch upon briefly on geography.
Yeah, currently our biggest market is Sweden. Then there's pretty much Denmark and Finland are the same size. Then there's Netherlands, and then there's France, Belgium, and Norway. We pretty much, we can get France. Below that, I don't know, but France is definitely doable. UK is really interesting, and also Germany is interesting. UK, they both have their own problems. Germany has DPG, which is like packaging requirement. You need to have certification for the packaging and so forth. It makes it a bit harder to be middleman in this market. In UK, there's the obvious tolls and stuff. So yeah, we have one customer from there, but yeah. We'll look into it. But yeah, the market, it's the Baltic production, it doesn't constrain us from going into the Western European markets.
All right, thank you.